Hey, wow, I thought this was Nancy Pelosi drunk ass. They got JD Vance as the dog.
Hello, Chucky.
We've asked Republican leaders for months to sit down and talk to us, talk with us. They've refused and barreled us into a shutdown. They thought they could bludgeon us and threaten us and scare us.
Open it, Chucky.
Boy, these memes getting out of hand, boy, I tell you.
This is a really big announcement. This is something that most people said was not doable. We're ending the era of global price gouging at the expense of American families, and we're making America healthy again.
This policy is a shield for the chronically ill who have carried the burden of high drug costs for far too long. It's a signal to every American family that we're finally putting their health and financial security first.
We're going to finally deliver on the fair drug prices that President Trump has been speaking about, and you see these numbers on the charts around us. These are massive wins for the American people.
Today marks the beginning of the end of the great American ripoff.
This is not an empty promise. It's not platitudes. It's not lacking a plan. These are hard contracts with teeth, lowering prices now that we will all feel.
The big winner of this deal clearly will be the American patient. There is no doubt about it.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Y la voz que chula repite y dice: 1, 2.
Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Oh boy, I'm glad that
and you
helped
have
me
the
get
same purpose that you did.
Hi, this is Taco Bell. How can I take your order?
Donald, cut it out. It's me. You got to take down that sombrero meme. It's embarrassing me.
Embarrassing? The sombrero makes Hakeem look better than ever.
Donald, this is
family. These memes are getting out of hand. I'm telling you, but I'm here to have fun with y'all, man. I got to have fun with y'all. Come on now, life's too short, family. We got to have some fun.
serious.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll take it down if you reopen the government.
Look, I need these illegals to have health care so I can keep eating Taco Bell without feeling guilty.
There it is. You care more about illegals than you do our own citizens. You're cooking Americans the same way you cook your hamburgers. Raw, careless, and making everybody sick.
Yep.
I'm begging you, Mr.
They actually played that video in the briefing room on loop. Oh my goodness. Something goes as best press conference ever. Oh my goodness, man. I'm here for this administration. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so glad we won, man. I really am. I'm glad we won, family.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
I don't think you're right. I think you're making it an issue. Vice President Vance is making it an issue, but I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
I'm so glad you said that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
Play it.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Come on now.
Senator, that's literally every member of your party, from moderate to more progressive, that have said that in the past.
A disgrace.
Democrats trolling Trump with the taco truck. The DNC parking this truck outside the Republican National Committee in D.C. to taunt Trump with his new Wall Street nickname, Taco, which means Trump always chickens out. A reference to the many times that he has retreated from his trade war threats, right? Promising something and then lowering them without a negotiation. The truck, obviously featuring an image of Trump as a chicken.
That doesn't make sense.
A campaign on universal health care. We're delivering that. We are implementing our ideals. We are manifesting this principle, this fundamental notion that so many of us have been preaching for years and years and years. Universal health care for all, regardless of pre-existing condition, regardless of the ability to pay, and regardless of your immigration status. If you care not just about values and principles of morality, but if your only values and principles are advanced through economics, then that alone should be an argument in favor of universal health care, a pathway and a framework for 1.1 million undocumented residents in the state of California to avail themselves to high quality, comprehensive medical care, long-term, short-term, preventative, as well as in-home support service care and coverage.
Now, Newsom says California is facing a $12 billion deficit. Governor is proposing freezing enrollment in state-funded health care for undocumented immigrants.
You know, when the program started, it was supposed to cost about $3 billion a year, and that ballooned to $11 billion last year. So the governor is freezing new entries into it and making those, or asking those people who are already in it to pay. Take a look.
We are moving forward with making decisions that not only address the concerns this year related to the $11.9 billion, but mindful that we need to tighten things up. We believe that people should have some skin in the game as it relates to contributions. So we're looking to a monthly premium. We are asking for something we ask all taxpayers of California.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Today marks day 2 of the government shutdown. The Senate once again failing to pass the dueling short-term funding bills yesterday. Senators are not scheduled to vote again until Friday afternoon. That's because of the observance of Yom Kippur holiday today. The Office of Management and Budget Director Russ Vought telling House Republicans that the administration is now beginning furloughing federal employees within the next 1 or 2 days. I spoke with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, here yesterday. Watch. Speaker, can you assess what you're expecting in terms of the job cuts and how severe they could be?
While a shutdown is very damaging for real American people who depend upon government services, it can provide an opportunity to downsize the scope and the scale of government, which is something that we've all always wanted to do. And so in a way, Chuck Schumer has now handed the keys to the kingdom to the executive branch under President Trump to do some things that we would not otherwise be able to do because we would never get Democrat votes for them.
What you are about to hear from the Democrats is not true.
The Republican partisan spending bill that they introduced is not clean. Well, first of all, let's be clear. It's not a clean bill, it's a dirty bill. Well, that's all a lie. It's not a clean continuing resolution.
Listen, I like Hakeem Jeffries. I think he's got an amazing future. He's got better fights than this. This is a clean CR. What does that mean, by the way? Continuing resolution. Instead of passing a real budget like they should, this just says, hey, remember the last one? Let's just continue at those levels again, all right? Now, that may mean that certain people who should get less won't, certain people who need more won't, but a clean CR means that this is an extension from the last set of, in this case, Biden's spending levels. Okay? That's what a clean CR is. This is a clean CR. Wait a minute. Cuomo disagrees with Jeffries. Jeffries must be right. Don't take my word. Take the word from the nonpartisan committee for a responsible federal budget. They say this is about as clean a CR as you could get. Okay, again, it's a continuation of a March stopgap measure. All right? Essentially a continuation of spending levels from Biden, absent about $13 billion. But when you look at it as a function of the pie, it's literally a rounding error. I don't like that. It's a lot of money, but it's a rounding error. Again, don't take my word for it. How about taking this guy's word?
Allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option. I believe it is my job to make the best choice for the country to minimize the harms to the American people. Therefore, I will vote to keep the government open and not shut it down.
And that CR he voted for is the same as this one.
They're lying. They're just outright lying.
That is a bold-faced lie, and it really shows how desperate they are.
This is also an outright lie. There is nothing in anything that we have proposed that is trying to change that
exact
law.
script.
They make up lies, absolute lies. They say, oh, what they're fighting to do is prevent, say, illegal immigrants from getting federal health care dollars.
He can't even get it out.
That is a damn lie.
I feel like they've walked into a bit of a trap, because your point is that if they were to make these changes, it would allow states to use federal dollars to help give illegal immigrants health care. Go.
Yes, that's exactly right, Dana. In fact, I have the Democrat proposed continuing resolution right here, where you can read in the text a provision that would remove the provision that Republicans passed in President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill to ensure that illegal aliens in our country cannot receive Medicaid and taxpayer-funded health care benefits. That was happening under the Biden administrations, and the Democrats endorsed it, encouraged it, and vocally supported it. Joe Biden and the Democrats allowed millions and millions of illegal aliens into our country. They paroled them into the country. They gave them a Band-Aid called temporary protective status. They completely abused our immigration system. And then those illegal aliens were receiving the taxpayer-funded health care benefits of hardworking American taxpayers. That's why wait times at hospitals went through the roof under the Biden administration. And that's why the Trump administration and President Donald Trump immediately fixed this and changed it into law with the One Big Beautiful Bill. And now Democrats, rather than just passing a clean continuing resolution to keep the government funded, which is what the president and Republicans want, they submitted a continuing resolution that puts this poison pill back into law. That's what they want to do. And it's completely unacceptable. President Trump ran on the promise to end taxpayer-funded benefits going to illegal aliens. And tens of millions of Americans across the country voted him back to this beautiful White House to implement that promise, and he did. And now Democrats want to undo it. And they are holding our country hostage. They are holding the American people hostage for this wildly unpopular proposal to give taxpayer-funded benefits to illegals. And now they're lying about it, and they know it. They need to step up, and they need to vote for this clean continuing resolution to keep the government open that they voted for as recently as March, that they voted for 13 times previously in the past. So there is zero excuse for them to shut down our government right now, and they know it. And very soon, the American people and their constituents back home in states from New Hampshire to Nevada to Arizona to Florida are going to start feeling the pinch of this Democrat-led shutdown. We have millions of troops who are currently going without pay. We have women, children, and infants who cannot apply for a very important WIC program for that critical food and life assistance. And you also look at air traffic controllers who are now having to work without pay. These are critical consequences, and it's the Democrats' fault. And they have a chance to reverse course, and they should.
I really hate how those planes collided at those two Delta planes, and the first thing they tried to do was blame it on Trump. I tell you, man.
Somebody earlier on our program said that Russell Vogt went ahead and signed off so that every military member does get pay. But are you saying that they're working now without?
Well, we are certainly looking into how we can fix this problem. And look, we have $0 coming into the federal government right now because the Democrats shut it down. So what Russ Vought is working diligently on is examining how we can fix this mess to ensure that critical funding continues, that we can get people paid. But the Democrats are making that very difficult. And that's why the president put out a statement this morning saying that we're going to start looking across the board at layoffs and at agencies that we feel do not best serve the American taxpayer, that may need to be halted or permanently cut.
So on that, I wanted to ask you about that because he mentioned Russ Vought in that. I think that came out about 8 o'clock this morning about cutting certain programs that they deem are not necessary. Is that real or is that a negotiating tactic?
Oh, it's very real. And the Democrats should know that they put the White House and the president in this position. And if they don't want further harm on their constituents back home, then they need to reopen the government. It's very simple. Pass the clean continuing resolution and all of this goes away. We would not be having these discussions here at the White House today if not for the Democrats voting to shut the government down. This is an unfortunate consequence, and the president and Russ Vought will be meeting on that later today.
There's some nihilistic thing.
Tuesday, Joy. Can we not
start there? The speed.
I hate to be Debbie Downer, but every day this guy is undoing something in this country that we value. Every day. It's every day is a shock and awe here. And I
somebody pass me my bag. I'm putting the yak all up on the floor. Somebody get a bag. Patriots, get where the bag at. Get a bag. Get a bag, man.
One, I'm skeptical that we will survive this.
Worse.
No, I have not. Worse. No, I grew up during World War II.
It's Whoopi that's right.
And they were all dealt with by presidents who were not, in the business of destroying the country and destroying the Constitution.
I'm hopeful.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning, and you'll say, please, it's and I'll say more. We're going to win so much. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
We just keep winning, I tell you. Oh, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. I love y'all. God bless y'all, your family. And I will catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, you guys.